Alright, so I have a live um, spying session on Arc. I haven't looked at the position yet, but the computer says that Arc is way losing. He's down in exchange, so it's actually not the worst thing in the world. The problem here is that I think his dark squares are kind of Swiss cheese. And this queen's in a really awkward position. And doesn't really have that many places to go, so it's extremely difficult to move. And like, where exactly does this bishop go? So it looks like Telmo Santos played a pretty good positional game and has kind of like squeezed the positional advantage. I don't know how this happened, but I'm just gonna commentate this position. I think one of the problems here is, yeah, trade. Oh no, rook trade doesn't work quite yet. I think queen is the best. Maybe there's some sort of like pressure move here, hitting the queen and the pawn. Uh, but I'm not really sure if that's really the most fruitful thing in the world. It's just like this position's so loose because this pawn is not really covered. Uh, Maybe pulling back. I think pulling back here, defending this pawn and keeping an eye on this pawn, and trying to be like, prove to me that you got something. Okay, so this is a good way to kind of muddy the waters. I think one of the ways that Arc can win is that, yeah, give up this pawn. It's actually not the worst thing in the world because now you got this open file. So maybe you got some life. I'm kind of wondering if there's some rook b8. You just need to be careful if there's any sort of knight move. Okay, this one's interesting too. This one's interesting. Yeah, it hits this. Um, it gives you something. I kind of wonder if okay. This is actually an excellent move from White. Like, there's a bit of danger. Let's just bring the rooks off the board. And the way that Arc's gonna defend is extremely tough because after the rook capture, I'm pretty sure rook captures is forced. So after rook captures, uh, bishop blocks, which I think is the only block. The position is kind of stuck. This bishop's stuck. This pawn is weak, and oh, I think. Ooh, hold on. I kind of wonder if that was a move. Oh, hold on. Let me see. The, whoa. Both players are playing really fast. I can't really make sense of what's going on. They're playing way too fast. Um, yeah. So I guess like, okay. There's a fork here. There's a fork here. Amazing job by Architect. Taking a losing, yeah, it looked like a pretty dire position, but I was thinking he's kind of quote unquote only losing by an exchange. So it's definitely a position you can come back from, and I'm glad Arc is um, thinking in this position. Oh, he had a fork. He had a fork. Um, he had a fork there. He was actually thinking in that position, and he didn't see the fork. Um, and I'm surprised he didn't see it because he usually sees these types of things. So let's see. It could be another interesting thing. Okay, he I think the situation's so crazy now that White is actually thinking. I think they're both thinking. Um, but I kind of like Arc and kind of the way he's kind of creating counterplay. Like it. I wonder if check here, throw in. Let's see. This is a little bit tricky. So if check, um, yeah, I don't quite see the tactic that the computer sees. But I think this pawn's going to be an asset. I think Ark has done a good job. He had an opportunity to win the queen, uh, but even this position, like neither side is stable. Okay, that's pretty good. Freeing up this bishop, so I think that's a pretty nice idea, and threatening the fork as well. Um, and I think is that threatening checkmate. Ooh, this position is a lot more dangerous. Yeah, this knight move was extremely nice. I didn't I kind of missed that. So the immediate threat is checkmate, but then you have a secondary threat of the fork, winning back the exchange. And in this position, black's one that has stability. Okay, queen sack might have been the best play there. Um, yeah, excellent game by Ark. And at this point, I don't really see much. Maybe check and pick up the pawns. Yeah. So Ark is just playing simple chess right now, which is probably like, after such a wild game, it's the way to go. Um, you can pick this up. Um, you can pick this up, threatening to also win this, and then a secondary threat. Okay. I think the idea is to march this pawn, which is a good plan. And then this is good too because it opens up the bishop. Yeah, I didn't see this move in this position. I saw after queen takes, you could march his pawn. So that's pretty good. And then I think that's fine. I think you just march. Uh, Marching is one idea. Taking the free piece is another idea. And from here, there's a lot you could do because the back rank is guarded now. You can venture, yeah, take that. And there's a lot of stuff going on here, uh, like a check here. Let's see. Let me think about this. Check here. Yeah, I don't think I would go check just yet. Um, if you don't know what to do in this position, you don't need to give this check. You can just pull back, and then have the queen hunting the pawns. You're either hunting the pawns or uh, cutting this off and marching forward like this. So I'm guessing Ark has this mapped out. Yeah, and then you can take this pawn, which is a pretty good idea. Take, and then that should be checkmate over here and here. So great game by Ark. It just be a little bit careful. I mean, even if you blundered both your pieces, it's still fine. Okay, so I'm gonna challenge this guy. Gonna go unrated. I'm gonna challenge this guy and let's see how this goes.